It is amazing to me how many excuses both men and women use to get somebody else. There was a woman I talked to one time. Her husband left her for another woman. And after he'd been with the other woman for a while, he asked her, wanting to come back to her, he asked her, "Would you ever take me back?" And she said, "Nope." Because God talks about this. He says, you're leaving me for another God, just like men and women leave one another for another husband or wife or husband. And he said, you're leaving me, you're going around to the other gods. And then, basically, then when you get in trouble, you come back to me. You say, "Oh, help me." What do you expect from God when you're not faithful to him? The Bible says, Yah is with you when you're with him. The Bible also says, "I hate divorce, and I hate when a man clothes himself with violence as with a garment." If you're marrying a Christian man or a Christian woman, violence should not be in the picture. If it is, if he's truly a Christian man or she's truly a Christian woman, the violence will end because their walk with Christ will eliminate it. The idea, is drunkenness, drug abuse. Well, I heard some woman say, "Well, yeah, he was addicted to drugs, so I left him." And I'm thinking, what if you were addicted to drugs? Well, I'm not addicted to drugs. What are you addicted to? You know, you have men and women watching pornography, particularly men, and then they want to be with their wives or husbands. We should be faithful to our spouses. I'm not married. I mean, I'm engaged. I can be considered married biblically. But I heard some women get around and they were just yak, yak, yak. Some woman was talking about biblical marriage, talking about Christian marriage and praying for your husband. And they were just tearing her apart, tearing her apart. If you're not going to be faithful to your husband, if you're not going to be faithful to, if you're not going to be faithful to your wife, if you're not going to be faithful to your husband, don't get married. Just bed hop. Be a Christian bed hopper. Be a Christian cocaine addict on the street having sex with people who walk by. That's not Christian, people. Be faithful or don't do it.